Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Deborah if you are new, and on my channel I do videos on home decor, fashion, and lifestyle. So today it's all about us. We're going to talk about being single and over 40, and this is the topic for those of you who are clicking on this video if you're interested in becoming married. So if that seems like something that you're interested in, why don't you keep watching? If you like content like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Leave me a comment below on anything that I cover if it seems like it applies to you. Hopefully we can stick together with this and that we'll get that man that we've been waiting for all of our lives, because it's not over yet, ladies. Straight to it. So you're single, and you're single for a reason. So hopefully by this time in your life, you kind of have a clear understanding of what you don't like and what you do like. So if you're 40 and over and you're watching this video, we have more life behind us than what we do ahead of us. So I want to grow old with someone. I want to be someone's life partner until that's something that you want as well. Leave me a comment below and tell me something that you're doing to try to achieve that. My definition of single is unmarried. So if you are in a committed relationship right now and you're not engaged to be married, you're still single. So also, if you're engaged, the marriage has not happened yet. So if you are engaged and you're looking at my video, leave me a comment below and let me know about that engagement and what your expected marriage date is going to be in the future. So let's get going here and let's address a couple things here that are so dear to me. So let's talk about first the non-negotiable list. So if you're over 40, you should have a list. Sometimes younger women have a non-negotiable list. So if your list is this big, so I think now we have to kind of like take a look at that, because it's kind of a big parameter. We probably want to narrow that down. But when we narrow it down, it has to be something that's going to definitely fit our lifestyle and fit our needs, and it has to be realistic. So for example, if you are unmarried, which this topic is for those of us who are unmarried, but we desire marriage and we desire a committed long relationship. So let's say, for example, you don't have children and you never really wanted to date a man with children. There are men out there who feel the same way as you do. So that probably may be a good fit for you. Let's say also if you have adult children and you are not interested in revisiting that anymore unless you become a grandparent. So dating someone with younger children may not be something that's good for you. So when we narrow our non-negotiable list, we have to definitely be true to ourselves. And so that way, along the line, as time progresses, you won't have anything that you have to kind of like ease into or progress into that you're really not comfortable with. Because right now, the goal is to achieve one thing, and that's to get that guy in your life who really wants you. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, someone who wants you and wants to be with you and who's ready for love is who you should really be giving your attention to. So we have to definitely take a look at our non-negotiable list and make sure that it's reasonable. So make sure that we're being reasonable, ladies. It's very, very important. So let's talk about choosing our mate. So when you choose your mate, this has to be someone that you know and you really feel that really is going to bring you some joy and happiness. All relationships are not perfect. Of course, you should know that. But we have to definitely be able to compromise with someone. So let's really think about, do I really know how to get along with a man? Some of us have never lived with anyone before. You have to think about that also, sharing your space and sharing your time. Because men do require time, just like you require time. So we definitely have to take a look at that also and be definitely realistic, ladies. We have to be realistic and stop living in a fantasy, because I already told you, and I know for myself, I have more time behind me than I do ahead of me. And I have peace in my life, and I definitely want someone in my life who has peace in their life, so that when we get together, we have a peaceful environment, because having peace is like one of the most important things that I feel anyone can really have in their life, because definitely it's going to bring you a lot of joy and a lot of other good things that follow along with that. So that's just my opinion of that. So next, let's talk about dating with intention. I have to definitely be honest with you. In my early 20s and my 30s, I really didn't date with intention. So that was something that I can honestly say that I didn't do very well. So I have a daughter, and I want to make sure she doesn't make that mistake. So if you have not always dated with intention, that's something I strongly suggest that you do, because that's what I started to do. Definitely date with intention. So like, when should we bring that up? I think maybe it should come up in the first date. Because if that person that you meet is pretty much set on, even though they're older, I still want to just be out here and do what I want to do and just date a little bit, but nothing serious. I want to have sex with you. I want your time, but I don't want to be committed. But you know that you're committed. I don't think maybe it should go past the first date. If you meet someone, let's be upright and upfront with them exactly what we want. Because ladies, I want you to get what you want, because I want what I want. But I want that with realistic expectations. So I am continually expressing realistic expectation, because we are older, and there are some men who really don't want women who are over 40, even though they're over 40. But then there are some men out here who they're okay with dating within their specific dating range, and they want someone who is their age, who's had life, lived life, and kind of want the same things at the end of the day that they want. So that's kind of like something that we have to really push our foot on the gas pedal and just be serious about that, because time is of the essence, and I want love and joy for you, because that's exactly what I want for myself. So that is the whole purpose of this video, girl, for us to get our man. Let's get our man. You really looked in the mirror at yourself over the years, not so much as looking in the mirror as like your beauty or things that have changed about you as far as your outer appearance. Sometimes we need to take a look at what's in the inside, because you can have the most beautiful person on the outside, but things on the inside are very ugly. So we all have faults. We're not perfect. Okay? So do you compromise well? Are you an argumentative person? Do you like to have the last word? Do you really respect men? Okay? So those are just some things we kind of need to think about, because the reason why I brought up respecting men, because a lot of us were at one time probably a single mom raising children, because maybe the man that we picked was not a good choice. So I definitely took ownership for that the person that I picked was not a good choice. So when we get to a point in our life where we can take ownership of our mistakes, generally, most of the time we have better outcomes as we move forward. Because sometimes we always think, oh, why do I keep dating the same type of guy? Why do I keep attracting that same type of guy? It's probably you. So if you're at a point right now in your life and you are very clear about what you don't want and what you're willing to kind of compromise, because I don't really like to use the word settle, it's definitely more about a compromise. The word compromise is more fitting, and definitely something that's more appropriate and rewarding for you at the end, for the person you potentially want to be with, and also for yourself. So you guys can grow and love each other. So let's just think about that. Have we looked in the mirror? Are there things about us that we really need to straighten out? After you've looked in the mirror, like, did you really do the work? Are you ready for this? I got myself together, so I definitely am ready to have someone in my life, in my corner, to help complete and complement my life. Looking in the mirror is very, very, very important. The next thing is never giving up on love. Are you that person, or you have people around you who say, oh, love's never gonna come my way, I just give up? So you've been single a long time, because that's really kind of the concept that you have stuck in your head, that, oh, I just give up, because all men are the same, they all cheat. They don't want to settle down, they don't want this, they don't want that. I'm just really encouraging you not to give up. Are you putting yourself out there to meet people? Oh, I don't go out. I just go to work and come home. And then a lot of us now are remote employees. Do you say hello to a guy first? How about smiling at him? Because sometimes you may be the one who may need to initiate that conversation. So you can't get a date if you don't initiate something, because, men, get rejection all the time when they try to approach us. Are you afraid of rejection? So if you're someone who's never really tried to say anything to a guy, to say hello and to spark up a conversation, think about that right now, if that is you. So let's change that whole perspective and definitely get out there and start saying hi, because you never know, you can meet Mr. Right in a grocery store, you can meet him at a gas station. I don't recommend the club, so not at our age. We definitely want to meet a man of substance, because we never know when we may find Mr. Right or he may find us. So let's just think about that. Put yourself out there to meet someone and be open, because you definitely can find love and love can find you, because I want that for you and also for me. So we're talking about finding love, and love definitely can come your way. I know you guys have kind of heard this on YouTube and maybe Instagram and other different places, this concept about no man's land. Don't believe that. I'm gonna give you a prime example. This weekend, myself and the guy that I've been seeing, we went to a beautiful wedding. The two people who got married were definitely over 50, both of them. They have adult children, and they wanted to continue the rest of their life loving someone else and having them present in their life. So just because you are about to be 40, for those ladies who clicked on my video and you're not 40 yet, but you got your hand on that doorknob of 40, it can come for you. You never know when it may happen. It can happen later in life, and that person that you meet later in life may be the best person, the best man or woman, regardless of whatever your sexual preference is, that has come into your life, that you've never met anyone who's so genuine, so loving, and so ready for love. So there's no such thing as no man's land, because I know many people who've gotten married over 40, gotten married over 50, and have met someone who's like made a big impact in their life, and they have all told me that this is the best person that I've ever had in my life. So if you've met someone like that, or if you know someone personally like that who got married later in life, make sure you leave me a comment below and share that with us. What are your thoughts on finding love later on in life? Are you still single? What are you doing so you don't be single? Are you ready to move on to the next part of your life along with somebody? Because I want to sit on the couch with somebody at night as I continue to grow older and laugh together and talk. I want to sit out on my porch with that person, and let's just sit out here, listen to a little music, enjoy the nice weather. Little small and simple things like that mean a lot. And also, let's think about, as we get older, sometimes things with our health also changes. So we want a spouse that's not going to leave when things change. Someone who's going to be there to help me get to my doctor's appointment if I need to go to the doctor. If I need help getting out of bed because I can no longer do it. That loving person who came into my life later on values that, and they want to be there for me. So that's what it's all about. That's the whole purpose of my video. Just a lifestyle, because we're women, and this video is not just for women of color. This is for all women. So I don't care what your nationality is, what your religion is. I just want you to grow old with someone, and if you're interested in marriage, that you get that. So I'm all for that. So if you have enjoyed today's video and you like content like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment below, and definitely share this video. So I may start doing videos like this on my channel. I may or I may not. So if you like home decor and fashion, because those are my other loves, make sure you, like I told you, hit that subscribe button and definitely leave me a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Love is not dead. There's still hope for you and I. God's gonna put a wonderful man in our life, and we're here to receive that. I believe it, and I'm gonna claim it for you and also for me. And I'll see you in the next video, and thanks so much for being here. I love you guys. Bye-bye.